Hello and welcome back to another video. And in this episode of Chinese Special, I'm really impressed for what I got for like $17.50. This is not really censoring, not really filming this properly, am I? This is one of those classic Chinese specials, but updated internally. I had an internally different version of one of these when I was a kid. That thing was kind of bad. That thing had a really deaf radio chip in it. Not this thing. Whatever manufacturer made this, before they wave started that radio chip on, they put it in a pack-a-punch machine because, oh wow, on FM, that thing's about as good as my Panasonic FM45, and this is a good radio. On AM, it's about as what you expect, i.e. complete trash. But yeah, like FM and Weatherman on this thing is damn good. But there was a dark side to this thing. Because they modernized it, the listing photos showed a micro USB. That's USB-C, which is not micro USB. So, because they updated it, and they actually did a really good job on here. This is a really good internals. It goes to show that, to the Sinophobes, that China can make some really nice stuff. Because they, updated it, they put one of these in it. A lithium rechargeable pack. Now, why am I disappointed in that? You know, corny, you might ask, but lithium's great. You know, it powers phones. It's actually the best power density for weight. You know, they're powerful. They pack quite a punch with current, the high capacity. Well, here's the thing. This is a nickel cadmium 600 milliamp hour battery from a solar garden light. I don't know why they don't just put nickel metal hydrides in there. I have nickel metal hydrides, and I also have Power Wheels sealed lead acid battery. Here's the thing about lithium. Not what I would describe as reliable. I mean, this phone that I'm filming on is an iPhone 10, and its battery is, well, same technology as this, and because it's quite old, the battery is getting kaput. I've had issues with, these things, like in power banks, mostly shuffling off the mortar coil and having, like, no capacity. I've kind of grown to partially despise lithium iron phosphate. No, not lithium. Lithium polymer, I think it is, and just lithium ion in general. Which isn't a disservice to the scientist Goodenough, which I think is his last name. That guy's a genius. But the thing is, these have so many problems. These have so many annoying issues. Also, the listing said 300 milliamp hours. I've been lied to. This isn't 300 milliamp hours. It's 2,000 milliamp hours. Humph. I've been lied to. I'll be in a good way. The thing is, I have a couple of these, the tiny nickel cadmium. Oh, let me see if I can fish one out. I have a couple of these Westinghouse, these things were Westinghouse branded, and I've started this on to make it these 2/3 double A's. Done that so that I can fit in regular electronics. These things, they're like 150 milliamp hours, no longer that. But like, even the ones that that get crusty on the top, I just wipe them off. They keep working. That Power Wheels thing, despite having a low capacity, it still works mostly fine. Pretty much fine. I do have one. I do have this thing, a 6-volt Adrenaline, long-lasting outdoor product batteries. This battery's dead. I think my grandpap didn't set his charger to 6 volts and charge this thing on 12 volts. This thing's dead, but which is kind of, and honestly, that's really hard to do because these sealed lead acid batteries, they're more tolerant than a queer communist. These things will tolerate like heat, cold, overcharging, discharging, racial slurs, whatever. They just keep working. You don't get that with lithium cells. They're so finicky. And when you're in an emergency, you don't want that. You want something like this. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm gonna dock points off this thing because the manufacturer went above and beyond and flew a bit too close to the sun, sadly.